You know, I feel fortunate to have been covering the Bulls at that time and being so close to watch this transformation of this young man just becoming the greatest basketball player that's ever played. Nothing could ever stop him from winning. It was all about winning. The flu game, they called it. It could have been the pizza game because he thought it was food poisoning and he looks horrible. He could barely talk, you know, and I didn't want to keep asking him about how you feel, this and that and the other. I could just see it in his eyes. I think he realized the situation. You have an opportunity to win a championship and it can go away. We're not going to wait till you get better and then play the next week. The thing that always brought the greatness out in him was a challenge. And he was just zoned in. And there was nothing that was going to stop him from playing his best and winning that basketball game.
The sold-out Delta Center, framed by the beautiful mountains here in Salt Lake City, Utah.
Good evening, fans, and welcome to the Delta Center for game number 5 of the NBA Finals with the Chicago Bulls and our Utah Jazz. And now, introducing the starting lineup for the Chicago Bulls. Wearing number 13, the starting center at 7'2" from New Mexico, Luke Longley. On the guard line, number 9, at 6'6" from Miami of Ohio, Ron Harper. Wearing number 33, starting forward at 6'7" from Central Arkansas, Scottie Pippen. Wearing number 91, starting forward at 6'7" from Southeastern Oklahoma State, Dennis Rodman. And at guard number 23 at 6'6" from North Carolina, Michael Jordan. The Bulls are coached by Phil Jackson. Starting forward, number 3 at 6'7" from Long Beach State, Brian Russell. At guard, number 14 at 6'4" from Iowa State, Jeff Hornacek. The starting center wearing double O at 7'2" from Kansas, Greg Ostertag. On the guard line, number 12 at 6'1" from Gonzaga, John Stockton. Starting it forward, number 32 at 6'9" from Louisiana Tech, the mailman, Karl Malone. The head coach for Utah Jazz is Jerry Sloan. Once again, the starters for our Utah Jazz.
Game 5 of the NBA Finals set to get underway in front of a raucous Jazz crowd here in Salt Lake City, Utah. With former player Clark Kellogg, Coach Mike Fratello, and reporter David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. And Coach, Utah with the chance to take a 3-2 lead in this series.
And the Bulls do not want to go back to Chicago having to win both games. They need Michael Jordan at his best. He's hoping to rebound from what was a subpar performance by his standards in Game 4.
And that might be tough. We're getting a report, Clark, that Jordan is battling a severe illness tonight. We didn't know about it until right now.
Certainly not something the Bulls wanted to hear or see. As dominant as John Stockton has been in the past 2 ball games, Chicago's stars need to match his play. If MJ is less than 100%, a lot of that load then falls on Scottie Pippen.
You're right, he's going to have to step up. So taking the floor for the Bulls, it'll be Ron Harper and Michael Jordan in the backcourt. Scottie Pippen and Dennis Rodman man the forward spots. And at center, Luke Longley. For the Jazz, John Stockton will be at the point with Jeff Hornacek at the 2. In the front court, we have Brian Russell, Karl Malone in the center, Greg Ostertag.
And guys, I think it's already safe to say Jordan does not have his usual energy tonight.
And the Bulls start out with the ball. Rodman against Malone. Bounce pass from Rodman. Here's Jordan, and it's blocked.
Excellent work by Ostertag. You know, he's got great length, much longer than his 7'2" height.
Hornacek for 3. Buries it from three-point range. Clark, with Michael Jordan clearly not feeling well, you have to wonder how many minutes he'll be able to play in this one.
And Kevin, you know with Michael Jordan, he never wants to come out of the game ultra competitive, and yet Phil Jackson may be in a position where he has to make a tough decision. I mean, That's part of what a coach has to do. Sometimes you have to rescue a player from himself.
But Jordan never wants to come out, does he?
No, he wants to go the full 48 minutes.
And, of course, Coach, all eyes on Michael Jordan as we try to get a sense of how his illness is affecting him.
Shouldn't take long to find out, Kev. Once he gets a few minutes under his belt, we'll see if he has the energy to keep going.
Yes, sir. The Jazz shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe.
Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
And one thing the Bulls need to do tonight is a better job at the free throw line. They only got to the line 12 times in Game 4, and they missed 7 of those 12 shots.
And, you know, Coach, that was a huge difference in the ball game. A close game like that, missing that many free throws, that's a problem. The Jazz did play aggressive D, but they didn't really pay for that aggressive defense. I expect we'll see more of the same tonight.
As the youngest of 9 children, Malone had to be strong growing up, and that physicality is clearly translated to the basketball court.
And here's Jordan outside. That falls. High speed that time from Harper. Jordan's got 5 points so far.
And that's exactly what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
The pass to Hornacek. Wide open shot is on the money. Hancock after a few quiet games to start the series. John Stockton's been sensational since the series has come back to Salt Lake.
I think you got to attribute some of that to playing at home, good home cooking. You know, we always talk about John Stockton's assist, but in these finals, his defense has been as good as his passing.
It has. Now here's Longley, and he comes up with the deuce.
Dominant move by Longley in the paint, putting all of his size to work.
Stockton passes to Ostertag. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Jordan against Hornacek. Just 5 on the clock. From about 16. Here's Ostertag. Over Longley. And it's off the back rim, no good. And coach, for Scottie Pippen, the effects of his foot injury, you can see, are still lingering.
Yeah, he hasn't been as explosive as we're used to. He's been more of a post-up role for them in the past few games.
Well, I tell you, Pippen's length helps him close to the rim. Uses that length to score through contact.
And we mentioned Jordan feeling under the weather. And for more on that, let's welcome in our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. There is news on Michael Jordan. He woke up at 3 a.m. this morning with flu-like symptoms. He had a bad headache, he was sick to his stomach, and couldn't get back to sleep. He stayed in bed most of the day, he missed shoot-around, and really didn't do any of his usual pregame routine. We'll see if it has an effect on him. Back to you, Kevin.
Well, that's a dramatic story, David. Thank you. And that, Mike, is the big question. Will Jordan be his usual Michael Jordan self today?
Well, I'll say this much. In games where Michael has been sick or played through injury, a lot of times it's been the opponent that has to call for a doctor.
Good line. We'll see what happens. Wennington, he's checked in for Luke Longley.
And with Jordan under the weather, you have to think it'll affect his defense the most. He just doesn't have the energy to go full speed at both ends of the floor.
Yeah, you know, Mike, I agree with you. That's what it seems like to me. He'll have to conserve that energy in bigger spots. And as much as the Bulls need his scoring, I think he'll have to go all out at the offensive end. Boy, the focus from Malone impressive. Not allowing the defense to get the better of him on these difficult finishes.
It's tipped. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Russell left side. Puts up a 3. And it's Chicago with the rebound. To the middle. Here's Harper. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Such a savvy distributor. Jordan's court awareness and understanding for when his guys are open is impressive.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Hornacek outside. Stockton passes to Ostertag. Malone trying to break free. That one's a miss. His third shot of the game. He's made one of them.
And I would think the end of Game 4 still has to be kind of floating around in the heads of the Bulls players. They were up 4 with 1.5 minutes left. Up 4, 90 seconds to go, and could not close the deal.
Yeah, Utah scored the last 9 points in the game. You know Michael Jordan and company doesn't want to let that happen again.
I can't see it happening again either, Coach.
Stockton with it. Picked up by Rodman. Russell, no good.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide-open look in space there.
Wennington with the bucket.
When Wennington's inside, though, he's more opportunistic in trying to score, although he is a selective shooter.
30 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Here is Stockton. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Hornacek, no luck.
Hey, I think that green light they'd given him early should probably go red now. I mean, he needs to get some other folks involved.
Harper. Good, and the assist goes to Jordan.
Graceful move by Harper inside against the contact. Just adjusting himself around the coverage.
Stockton passes to Malone. Shoots over Rodman. And so it's the Chicago Bulls with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And we'll be right back after this. And we're back for the start of the second quarter. It's Game 5 of the NBA Finals. Bull star Michael Jordan still in distress with flu-like symptoms. Jazz trail by 6.
And I'll say, I don't think you could get a louder crowd than we have in Utah here tonight.
So on the floor for Chicago to start the second quarter. They've got Pippen. Jordan is out there with Kerr. Then there's Longley. And it's Caffey in a power forward position.
That's a money play for this team. Hornacek in a catch and shoot.
You're right about these fans. The Jazz crowd is sensing what an opportunity this could be.
Kevin, they sure are. It's an intense place to play. There's no denying that. And with a chance to take a 3-2 lead in the series, these fans have it turned up full throat.
Yeah, top volume. They are wow.
Yep.
Hey, Clark, the Bulls doing a good job on Stockton so far.
Well, they know in order to muck up the Utah offense, you've got to start with the head of the snake, John Stockton. Get him out of rhythm. They learned that the hard way in games 3 and 4. They're determined not to let him beat them again.
Yep, they're stifling them. Jordan passes to Caffey. We played just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Here's Longley. Good, and it's Jordan picking up the assist. Jordan's got 5 assists tonight. And so Stockton will bring it up for the Jazz, trailing by 4. Malone left side. And there's the defensive 3-second call. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
You know, that's about as good a defensive play as you're going to see. Instant reaction to get a hand on the shot. Beautifully done.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Wait, Ostertag at the line for 1.
Find the lane. Find the lane. One shot.
And that one misses.
No way can you overstate how important this game is. I mean, the Bulls have only trailed in the finals once throughout the Jordan era.
Anderson, he's checked in for Utah. And Chicago also making a switch. Tony Kukoc, he's checked in for Caffey. That is good. And the Bulls lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Anderson.
Oh, I love watching Stockton share the ball. He does it with such aplomb. He's unselfish and always looking for the open man.
Chicago calls timeout. And Mike, if the Jazz pull this game out, the Bulls will be under pressure they're not used to.
True, but this is a tough team to rattle. Even if they do go down 3-2, I don't think they'll be easy to put away.
I would agree with you.
Look who it is, Jazz fans. Clap for your Utah Jazz hit. Look who it is, Jazz fans. Clap for your Utah Jazz hit. Look who it is, Jazz fans. It's your Utah Jazz hit.
Masters check in for Utah. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. It's Pippen on the wing. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Jordan's got 6 assists now in the game.
Great to see a big effort against Pippen defensively, but it's just not enough to contain his great skill.
Jazz trail by 3. And let's go to David Aldridge for a report.
Thanks very much, Kevin. Now, during the last time out, I asked the Jazz coaching staff if they're going after Michael Jordan because of his condition. The assistants told me that Jerry Sloan doesn't know that Jordan's sick, doesn't want to know that he's sick, and doesn't want his players to know. He wants them playing as if Jordan is at 100% full strength. Kevin?
Great job, D.A. Thank you, Mike. From a coaching point of view, does that make sense?
I think it does. You don't want guys to relax one bit when they're going up against Jordan, no matter how he's feeling.
Now Stockton. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Russell looking it over. Stockton kicks to Anderson. And the Jazz, another three.
And he's not someone you want to take lightly from there. The fault lies with the defense for allowing him to get a little bit of wiggle room.
Now here's Jordan. He has 7. Jordan refusing to make his team carry the load, finding another basket. Stockton the pass to Russell. Back to Stockton. Launches a 3. Conley grabs the miss. The Bulls leading by 3.
Remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Now here's Pippen. From deep, Jordan, another 3 for Chicago.
And it's hard to imagine a player performing as well as Jordan under such tough circumstances.
Stockton finds Anderson. Now Russell. Back to Anderson. Shoots over Longley. Open and close and nails it. Anderson's got 8 here in the quarter. Well, if we've learned one thing, Clark, over the years, it's that Michael Jordan can rise to any occasion.
That's exactly right. And it's impossible for me to explain the kind of energy it takes to do what Michael Jordan's doing. And to do it when you're sick like he is, it seems virtually impossible. But I do know this, Kevin. There are many times when players have not felt their best and yet played their best. I think psychologically and subconsciously, you rise to another level of concentration, which helps you.
I know you and I are glued to this one.
Yeah.
You know, Mike, it's amazing to see the performance Jordan is putting on here. Clearly not at full strength, but still getting it done.
That's the kind of competitor he is. Remember, this is the NBA Finals. If MJ had a play on a broken leg, he'd probably still be out there.
You're probably right. Here's what Utah's going with right now. Antoine Carr, he's checked in for Foster. Morris comes in for Brian Russell. And Isley subbed in for Stockton. Anderson inside, guarded by Jordan. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
A good job preventing the layup. I think it's smart to make him earn it from the line.
Yeah, intelligent defense there. The coaching staff encourages these guys to do whatever they can to avoid giving up easy buckets.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Anderson. Both free throws good from Anderson. The Bulls leading by 4. Rodman in the post. Working on Carr. It's deflected.
And you love seeing this from Carr. You want to see more blocks from the big man.
And Anderson slams it in.
So tough to stop him on his way to the rack.
It is. Love the casual style on that bucket.
An important basket in a tight ball game.
Now, here is Jordan. 15 points in the game. It's good from long range.
Taking the flu into consideration, Jordan has been tremendous so far in this one.
And Mike, in the battle between Michael Jordan and Karl Malone, 2 of the greats ever, Jordan has dominated so far.
Each team leans on those guys for the bulk of their scoring. And tonight, Jordan's taking the mailman to school.
6 on the shot clock. Morris against Kukoc. Here's Malone. Again, the Jazz score.
Boy, cleaning up the glass and sending it right back down. Malone earning an extra possession for his team.
Here's Rodman. Oh, and he just knocked into the buzzer beater.
He was doing whatever he wanted to out there. I love how he closed out this quarter.
The D looking helpless to stop him. He's running all over them.
And so it's Michael Jordan making things happen for the Chicago Bulls. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all. And he looks to be planning for more. We'll return shortly. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Mike Fratello, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge. We're ready for the second half here in Game 5 of the NBA Finals. Here is Stockton. He's still scoreless so far in this one.
We've seen how important Karl Malone is to this Jazz team. His performance in Game 3 got them back into this series.
We've got Ostertag. John Stockton out there with Anderson. Then it's Russell. And it's Malone in at the 4 slot. That's the group for Jerry Sloan getting going here in the second half. And so Stockton will bring it up for the Jazz. 7-point differential. Russell finds Stockton. Anderson with the ball. Stockton looking around. Shot clock at 6. Outside, Malone. From deep three-point range. And they'll get another chance. Russell against Pippen. Russell passes to Anderson. Here's Malone. Second shot opportunity. And it's Malone finishing it off.
The muscle from Malone. Outstanding at staying in control despite the hit.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. And for Chicago to avoid falling behind 3-2, Clark containing Malone in the second half will be a priority.
Well, thus far, they've not been able to contain him. He scored at least 20 in every game in the final.
He's been devastating. The Jazz making a switch here. Hornacek's checked in. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. On defense, the Bulls' biggest goal tonight, Clark, was keeping Stockton in check. And so far, they've been able to do just that.
Well, it's clear Stockton is the hub of the wheel, Kevin. We all know that. And the Bulls doing a really good job to limit his penetration, clogging up the passing lanes, and really make everything uncomfortable for Stockton.
They are. And here's Stockton following the three-pointer by Michael Jordan.
Yeah, and size matters when it comes to rebounding inside. Good to see someone like him using his height to his advantage there.
The 3, and the Bulls another 3.
He is determined to hunt shots out there on the perimeter.
And it is paying off. He's finding a big chunk of his points from three-point range.
Stockton against Harper. Russell kicks to Stockton. Outside, Malone. Kicks it out to Hornacek from the arc. The shot, no good. Now Chicago takes it the other way. And I think the question marks about Michael Jordan's health, coach, have been answered by now.
From everything we're hearing, what he's doing is amazing. This is a guy who might need an IV. And still, he's out there tearing the Jazz up.
Unbelievable. Mike, they are desperate to find a basket.
They're having a really hard time out there.
You're right. Russell finds Malone. Ostertag with it to end the run. Michael Jordan grabs the miss. It's Pippen on the wing. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Boy, Pippen gets the bucket and is going to shoot the and one. Excellent concentration there.
Chicago shooting their first free throw of the night here. Foster's checked in for Malone. The Bulls making a change here as well. Kerr's checked in.
One shot.
Pippen no good on the free throw.
How about this Utah crowd? They get extremely loud. Remember back in Game 4, Phil Jackson had to wear earplugs.
Bulls leading by 16. Out to the wing. And here's Kerr from the arc. Hits the three-point bomb. Kerr's got his second basket of the night.
Playing well on both ends of the floor, stifling defense and dangerous O. That's a heck of a combo.
That's what has built this lead.
Stockton with it. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And first time out of the game called for Utah. And Mike, talking about the atmosphere in here right now, it couldn't get any louder.
Well, it's the last game of the year in Salt Lake. And maybe the biggest game in Jazz history. These fans are going to do their part for sure.
Yeah, they're going crazy. Antoine Carr, he's checked in for Ostertag. Morris comes in for Russell, and Isley subbed in for Stockton. Wennington, he's checked in for the Bulls. Kukoc comes in for Dennis Rodman.
Tell you what, you can feel their frustration underneath the surface. It's actually palpable with all these misses.
They're trying to shake it off, but every time they come up short, the panic starts to set in.
Coming out of halftime, they're on an absolute tear.
And I don't know what was said in that locker room, but it's working.
Hornacek, no luck. And here's Jordan. He'll bring it up for Chicago. We thought this game could come down to who does more, Coach, Jordan or Malone.
And it's been a one-sided fight. Jordan's been the bigger presence by far. MJ may be sick, but he isn't going to let that stop him.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Passes it to Morris. Kicks to Foster. Jordan against Hornacek. And here's Morris for three. The rebound by Jordan. Jordan's got his 4th rebound in this one. Trying to find Pippen. He's got it now. Back to Jordan. Launches it. And with that, Jordan matches his 38 points in game 2. What a performance.
Ever since halftime, they have been parked out at the arc, dropping bomb after bomb.
And who can blame them? When you're hitting like this, you got to just keep it going.
Here's Isley. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Shot clock at 5. To stop the drought, it's blocked.
Nice job that time by Kukoc using the wingspan to get a hand on it.
On the wing, Kukoc. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
He forced the contact and almost converted the basket.
About as close to an and one as you can get.
The Bulls have started out 0 of 1 from the line, missing their only other attempt earlier.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Kukoc.
You know, Tony Kukoc can do it all in a way few guys can. I mean, this guy's 6'10". He's got good ball skills. He can score. He rebounds it. He's an excellent passer. You just don't see this diverse a skill set that often, especially in a 6'10" guy.
Kukoc hits them both. 19 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Trying to find a way out of this rut, Mike.
Yeah, looking to regain some momentum offensively.
Morris, left side, poked away, stolen by Pippen. Michael Jordan getting it done for the Chicago Bulls. He's approaching 40 points for him in the game. He's scoring in just about every way possible. We come back right after this. Welcome back for the fourth quarter of this pivotal Game 5. With Clark Kellogg, Mike Fratello, and David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. Michael Jordan still toughing it out despite his illness.
And a great bounce-back game for Jordan after a shaky performance in Game 4.
Here's Caffey. That drops and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Caffey's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for Chicago. Utah with the ball on the court for Chicago to start the fourth. We've got Brown, Bushler out there with Pippen. Then it's Jordan, and it's Caffey in at the 5 spot. Here's Isley. Pass to Keefe. 6 on the shot clock. And here's Morris for 3. It's rebounded by Jordan. Jordan's got 5 rebounds tonight, and it's stunning, Clark, to think that Jordan could have this kind of game in his condition.
You know, he's shown us in the past how he can rise to any occasion, but he missed 16 shots in Game 4. To see him tough it out and actually raise his game, remarkable.
It is remarkable in every way.
Love seeing this kind of interior passing. This is how you break a defense down.
Pippen against Carr. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Pippen showing you nice agility that time, working around tough defense, able to play through that contact.
Foster's checked in for Utah.
Scottie Pippen, 1 shot.
One shot.
That free throw good from Pippen.
Known as an elite defender, Pippen is also more than capable of shouldering the offense sometimes, too.
About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Now Foster. Utah moving it around. Anderson wide open, and that one goes long. Jordan against Keefe. Brown outside. Drills the three-pointer.
Hey, like most players, when Brown connects from deep, everything else just opens up. An encouraging sign.
Chicago foul. Randy Brown. That's his first.
A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
They're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time defense.
Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Here's Foster. Here's Anderson. Gets it to go from 8 feet.
This is why coaches preach ball movement. It keeps everyone engaged.
Jordan passes to Bushler. And out of bounds as Utah gains possession. Parrish is checked in for Scottie Pippen.
Robert Parrish.
And Utah has possession. And Anderson kicks to Morris. Anderson outside. To the left wing. Lets it go with a three. And the three ball is good. Anderson's got 5 points now in the quarter.
When it comes to scoring the ball, he is prolific and proficient.
Parrish against Foster. Jordan dishes to Parrish. They get a hand on it. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Morris looking over the floor. Pass to Keefe. He kicks to Anderson. 6 to shoot. To the inside. And it's a defensive 3-second violation.
Utah ball. At the line for the Jazz, Greg Foster. One shot. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
Capable of playing both the 4 and 5 spots, Foster also provides a certain toughness and edge.
And Utah making a change here. Howard's checked in. Bulls on D. Isley the pass to Foster. A three from Anderson. It's off, but still a great shooting night. 6 of 8 from the field in the game. Parrish outside. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Parrish has got his first bucket of the night.
Contact does not phase Slim. He makes it happen regardless.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for Utah, Shamden Anderson. At the line for 2.
That free throw good from Anderson. And Utah making a change here. Carr's checked in. Both free throws good from Anderson. Chicago with the ball. The tray. Another three for Chicago.
Nice to see Bushler attacking with confidence, going right into his shot once he has the ball.
And it's Utah's ball. The pass to Howard. Here's Isley. 1:07 left in the fourth. Passes it to Carr. Rocket 6. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. And here's Anderson from the arc. And it's no good. Third time he's missed in 9 shot attempts. Jordan the pass to Bushler. pushes Jordan to a series high for scoring. And while dealing with the flu on top of everything else, we may never see another game like this. And here's Anderson for three. Drains the three-pointer.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Caffey. Here's Bushler. It's Chicago with another bucket.
And this run has helped seal the win.
Give them credit for executing down the stretch. Nice work.
Pass to Howard. Here's Anderson, and finished off by Anderson.
One-handed, threw it down with power.
Oh, he loves that move.
An iconic one for him.
And now, Mike, the Bulls just one win away from their second straight NBA title.
You have to think this series is theirs for the taking. I don't think Utah can go into Chicago and win 2 straight.
It'll be a tough task, Clark, to say the least.
Assuming Michael Jordan is back at full strength, Kevin, it very well could be an impossible task.
Said. For our reporter David Aldridge, along with Clark Kellogg and Mike Fratello, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching tonight's game. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.